Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for February the 26th, 2024. It's me, Mom, and him, Id.
Hi, how are
Hi.
ya?
And no, I wasn't on yesterday. I was going to try and do a Sunday show in addition to the impromptu Saturday show. And by the time I got done boxing and moving, and my son and I went out to lunch, and then I came home and dogs were like, hey, we have to go out. Okay. Then I came home, put on a movie. Next thing I know, the movie's auto updated to the next movie on Netflix. The dogs are sleeping on the couch with me, which is really uncomfortable because it's not that big of a couch. And to have two dogs on there. So I figured we were all tired and I went to bed after checking some work stuff I had to do. And then I couldn't get back to sleep. It's like, no, no. So I was up to like 11:30 last night. Speaking of that, really quick like a bunny. The reason I didn't finish my work last night is because somebody didn't turn in their timesheets. Now they've turned in their timesheets, yeah. So it requires me then to go back in and backdate everything 24 hours because it logs out automatically of the system at midnight. So that's why everybody's supposed to turn it in before midnight. Actually, I should have looked at that while I was there. Hang on one second. Let's look at that and see when he did turn that in. No, it's not going to tell me. Wrong function won't tell me when he logged it in. I'll find out when I get to work. But everybody else turned it in on time yesterday, so I could have done it yesterday. But no. Problem is, we're so lean on staff that we can't really punish anybody for not doing the stupid little. Well, we really can't punish anybody for anything unless they are just egregious about doing something wrong. And they're not. But it's a pain in the butt. All right, so oops, I have not done my pavos for the day, but I don't need to if we have other things that need to be done. Because the only thing I have that's interesting is one Lucari TFO, and let's be honest, is there an interesting Lucari TFO?
Not particularly, no.
Just in Zincathy front, and we can get that tonight. Am I on tonight? No, I'm not on tonight, sorry. Tonight I'm going to class. I have class tonight. Tomorrow I will be on. Wednesday I have to work late, but we'll be on after work. Thursday I will be on after work. And Friday we're going to have a party. So grab your party paraphernalia. And we will have some fun from 7 till 9. That will be hopefully celebrating getting the house and a few other things going on. And then 2 weeks from now, I think that's the 16th. No, not the 16th. 3 weeks. The 23rd, we will have the housewarming party on a Saturday evening or maybe a Friday evening. And we will, I will put together some prizes to hand out to people, for seeing me through this whole thing. That is providing the internet works at the house. Which I will know very soon. I will note that first thing on Saturday. So brand new house, completely empty. Not going to move stuff in until the cleaners get there and completely clean it. Except for setting up the internet. Because I need to make sure that stuff works before I move in. Good morning, Lumores. Gravity Kills is interesting. I just did it for the first time and got sucked past the event horizon. Gravity Kills is interesting. Yes, that is actually an adjective, and it can be used in conjunction with that statement. It's not fun. It's not a happy moment in my existence, but it is interesting, yes. There's a reason people also call it Gravity Sucks. Speaking of Gravity Sucks, let's see what tonight is. What was the weekend? We had Crystalline Catastrophe, right, over the weekend? Let's see. Okay, so today, Monday, will be Defeat Nukara Tholian Captain. So that's the one where I think we'll wind up doing this one tomorrow for people who couldn't get it done. That's the one where you have to defeat the captain. which means that only one or two people get it each time through. And then Wednesday is Twin Tribulations. Am I here Wednesday? Yes, I'm here Wednesday. It's just going to be late. And Friday is Storming the Spire. Oh no! Oh no, whatever shall I do? Storming the Spire. Which can be done AFK. Shh, don't tell anyone I said that. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Chosen. Yeah, Storming the Spire is like Pavo. You just have to do that first section, then it auto-completes because it's time-gated. The next week we have New Romulus on Monday, Commanders and Captains on Wednesday, and 3 patrols in Romulan space on Friday. Well, that'll be fun. Maybe we'll do the entire Romulan patrol thing on Friday night next week. How was your weekend, Chris? How was your weekend, Chosen? So my son normally works on Sunday, but he took yesterday off because they have to be in the office today for a switch. And I talked him into coming over to help me move. And he came over ready to haul stuff from the second floor down to the ground floor, only to come over here and discover that all but 5 boxes had been hauled downstairs. And he's like, oh, we don't have to go up and down the stairs. No, we don't. He was so happy. Because it's 6 stairs, 180 degree turn and 6 more stairs. So everything is a pain in the butt. Aha! Chris says, played some Tomb Raiders remasters. Yesterday we discovered that Epic Games Store received a different build of the game. That's interesting. I think that might be annoying too. Well, what shall we do, folks? I don't have anything really interesting that I need to do on this account, unless we want to do Zenkethi. And you said you've done yours. I have Pavo, but I can do Pavo at work.
I've got
unless somebody needs
Endeavors. It. Yeah, Endeavors. All I've got left is 150,000 kinetic damage in space.
Oh gosh, we should do some spacey stuff. And good morning, Lumores. I didn't say that to you, but good morning. Okay, Chris is going to log in and we'll do some spacey stuff.
Yeah, waking up yesterday and seeing Kenneth Mitchell passing away was not something on my bucket list.
Yeah, some people survive with ALS for decades. Stephen Hawking being a great example. He lived far longer than anyone predicted. Seems to have slightly better visuals, and some rooms have different geometry. We reworked areas from Tomb Raider 1 so far, and more Lara poses for photo mode. Aww.
So there's been some debacle online about Christopher Pike and his life support chair, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there seems to be people who don't understand why his chair was beeping.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, Stephen Hawking's had a text-to-speech system. Yeah. Came out 30 years after that episode.
Yeah. I don't think anyone thought that was going to happen. That it does happen is all the more amazing.
Hmm.
I mean, people can't always predict what's going to be in the future, especially with things like that. Who would predict that you could use your 3D printer to custom make prosthetic hands for your 6-year-old who lost a hand and constantly needs to get new ones and can't afford the $10,000 to $30,000 per for each upgrade as they grow, and then discovers, hey, I can do it on my 3D printer and put it together, and not only can he have as many hands as he grows as he wants, I can put them in different colors and make them look like anything. Right. And here are the examples and the patterns so you can do it too. I love that guy. That was amazing.
Yep.
Do you think that console will get a free T6 coupon for the anniversary event? No. I mean, it'd be cool if you did. It'd be totally amazing if you did.
I don't follow console too much. That's not my... I don't have a lot of experience there, so I try to avoid looking at it because it's so different of a system.
It is, but they don't generally do massively different parity between the systems. So we
You
got
could try at
a ground set or a space set. I haven't even looked yet. My guess would be you two.
they could try to ask Trizander. He plays on the Sony side of things.
Okay, hey, Chosen. There's a good thing. Check with Trisander. Chris says, Stephen Hawking had a different condition than Pike. Pike's state was caused by an injury in space with radiation and energy discharge. Who knows how that affects a human? Perhaps yes, no beeps were all that could be extracted from his neural pathways. Huh. PC got one for the anniversary event. We did not get a... We didn't get a T6 coupon for the anniversary event, did we?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. I don't know if it's still available if you didn't pick it up.
Oh, I always pick them up. I just never open them until we get around. Well, hey, guess what? Apparently I have a T6. In that case, Chosen, yes, my guess would be you would get a T6. Like I said, they tend to do things in parallel. So whatever prices we get, you get too. Well, that's really interesting. Did I ever open that up here? Let's see. Events. Reclaim rewards. That was the one with the Alliance, wasn't it? Or was that a different one? Yeah. Oh, what did we get the Alliance Rex for?
That was the event ship.
Okay.
But
we got a coupon too?
Yeah, we got a T6 ship coupon gift pack bound to account.
Let's see, that would probably be under something or another.
It should look like that.
Huh. I'm not even sure who I picked it up on. Let's see. I've got a whole... Oh, I've got a stack of those. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I've got 5 of them, so somewhere it got lost in the shuffle in the brain. No, it's not all from this last event. I just never opened anything. Let's see. Chris has endeavors. He needs dreadnoughts. Gee, that sounds a heck of a lot like Hive Onslaught, doesn't it?
All right.
Hive Onslaught it is. This is the first... so getting back to T6 coupons and I don't open gift packs. It's not that I don't get the gift packs and all that stuff. It's just for the last almost 2 years I haven't had a chance to do anything in the game except just do the dailies and get through it. And this last week I actually have gotten back to occasionally playing episodes. It's like, huh, I got a life again. Wee woo.
Wee woo.
That's cute. So, Chris, I think the other thing with Pike and the chair was back in the days of the original Star Trek, if you had an actor come on and say anything, you paid him more than if he just came in and sat in a chair and he went beep beep.
Oh, yeah.
So one way or another, they were going to have to pay somebody if they talked.
Yeah. You almost didn't have to pay child actors unless it was a speaking role.
Yeah, it's pretty horrendous what they got away with, and still to some extent get away with.
Yeah, no, but the big controversy is people who don't realize the device they're talking about didn't come about for 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
And saying that the show should have used that device at the time because it's like, you hurt my brain. And I understand temporal mechanics in sci-fi, and you hurt my brain.
Let me play tank here.
I can give lectures ad nauseam on temporal mechanics.
Did you say id nauseum?
Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant. No, that's great.
Right. It's like... And these people who are looking for, controversy and, a reason to, cry online, it hurts.
I am perfection. I am Lord.
And that's my physical damage in space.
Yep. I don't know how many dreadnoughts. God. I still have not recovered from this brain fog. Maybe having life calm down will help. So for the last month and a half, I've been getting severe coughing fits and brain fog and all kinds of fun stuff and can't focus. And then discovered my bed was covered with black mold. That was a really fun discovery, so I'm hoping now that I've thrown out that mattress and have a new one, my life will get a little bit better and my brain will come back. And if not, that means I'm getting old, which really sucks. Let's see, Chris says Janeway did say that quantum mechanics is giving her a headache. Yep. Ooh, that was a fast run.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Let's see if she'll survive long enough to get to feedback. No. Yeah.
That was kind of indignant of us.
Do not think that word means what you think it means. So Dante sent me a message last night because, people send me messages at night, saying that they had had a lot of fun taking out T5s in one of his other fleets for an evening of fun. No T6s, just T5s, and doing some of the dailies and other things. Well, that might be fun. Well, what else could we do for fun things?
Crystalline entity in the shuttles.
We could try it.
Don't think it'll let us, but yeah. I'm kind of saddened that shuttle content is so lacking in this game.
Yeah. Let me see. Atmosphere Assault is a shuttle event. Let's look at Crystalline Catastrophe. Might be able to. No, Chris. There's things I like shuttle content for. Atmosphere Assault is the one. Yeah, that's the one I actually do like. Oh, the only thing I dislike about shuttles is I like to have my ship at a certain visual level proportionate to the screen. And with shuttles, I either have it completely taking up my screen or it's this little tiny dot.
Yeah.
When was the last time I used a shuttle?
Last time we did the Vault.
No, you don't. Oh, the episode The Vault? No,
Yeah.
It would be the last time I did Operation Gamma. Neek has followed us. Hi, Nee. I'm going to call you Nee. You are the knights who say Nee. Thanks. Thank you for the follow. Oh, I meant to do this the other day. My brain was so bad the other day, I couldn't remember how to do this. 972 followers. Hey, 28 followers to go, and we're going to hit our 1,000. Oh, thank you for the heart. So we're into the countdown period here. Technically, I can retire in 22 months. Okay, technically I could retire tomorrow, but in 22 months I get the maximum I can take out of my government funds, which isn't that much. And then I don't have to start taking money out of my 401k for another 6 years after that. Ugh. But the interesting thing is, even though my husband died last year, he was required by law to take money out of his 401k. And I'm talking to the investment guy, and I'm like, but he's dead. And he goes, yeah, I know, but he still has to take money out. Can I put it back in? Oh, sure, you can put it right back in. That's fine. Okay, that sounds really stupid. He goes, government. So that was an interesting way to just take out my husband's money, put it back in mine. And my husband's 401k became my 401k. So I'm like, but why? Why? Why did we do that? What's next, folks? What shall we do next? I mean, we could do Zenkethi Front.
I'm down.
Chris, you down for a little Zenkethi Front? And everybody else who's in here is welcome to join us too, by the way. We're still teamed up. Lemuria's Neek, Chosen. Oh, not Chosen because Chosen's on console. But, but all right, let me cue this up here. So I bought a new mouse just in time for the Omega event.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. It is the worst mouse I ever had. It wasn't that expensive, but I bought what should have been the next model up from the one I currently have. Same brand and everything. It's so light that it doesn't have really good grip to it. It doesn't have a good feel to it. It's too frictiony, so you kind of have to lift it up but put it down at the same time to get anything to happen. So I went back into my stockpile of old mice, found the old one. Clunky as it is, it's better. Okay, we did queue up there. Alrighty. I must have turned in a bunch of these. So I tried to get back into my thing about doing New Romulus on Sunday mornings. That used to be my very zen moment, my calm part of the week. I've forgotten that was before the dogs had a dog door. Weeboo?
Weeboo.
So I'm looking forward to 2 weeks from now. New house. Sunday morning zen. Then the Sunday morning, oh my god, I have to finish unpacking all this stuff. Comes in. But it's interesting. I have my entire garage emptied out, then refilled with new boxes. And then the house is getting filled up with boxes. And all this is going to get moved to the new garage, where it will sit for a week while I'm waiting for the house to get cleaned. So what can you live without for a week? You can eat all of your meals at restaurants, carry-outs type stuff. So you don't have to... I can pack all my silverware and china and all that stuff. Let's see. Almost everything can get packed up and I can live out of boxes except for the dogs and the coffee. So I guess it'll be like the first time I moved in here. I brought the computer, the monitors, and the coffee maker. All right. That's interesting.
The time for battle is almost
There they go. There were no no docks in there at first. Very interesting. Why does my targeting hate me so much?
Your teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them. Your teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them.
Which one you going to?
Kapla. One everything has been destroyed. Keep fighting.
I wish they would number these.
Bomb is away. Now.
Another enemy base has been destroyed. There are 3 left.
Going back to base. By the way, the status on the GoFundMe for buying Cryptic is somebody donated $20, which is very kind of them, and I truly appreciate it. And yes, we're not touching the money till we get to the point where we can justify it. And no, I don't get to keep any of it. But I was thinking, you know, if we do buy it, I might have to make myself an employee so I could actually make some money from it.
Your teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them.
Got a bomb.
Do you need help?
Don't know. We'll see.
Okay, let me grab this bomb in the meantime. I can get ahead of the ship here.
Got a bomb. Now destroy
Okay,
one of
I got a bomb too.
Well fought. Only 2 Zinkethi bases remain. Your teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them.
You launching your bomb?
Okay, bomb is away. Now.
Only 1
Okay, I'm going to the last base. I've got a bomb. I had a bomb.
They're sending a threat.
I don't have a bomb. Okay, alright.
Threat.
Not the first time that's happened.
Destroy it.
Dreadnought's down.
Alright, Hummingbird, go drop that bomb.
All Zinkethi bases have destroyed. Zinkethi in the red bomb.
Yay. Best cruiser of the future? Modest, aren't we? Well, yeah, Chris, the text does what the text wants to do. You know that. Let's clear up a little of this stuff. Oh, I know. Friday, maybe we'll open some lock boxes and see what's there. Maybe upgrade some ISO mags or something. Give me 1 second here. Okay, what's next? Real life is getting in the way of my gameplay. Yeah, how dare it. Believe me. Believe me, it's one reason I'm liking the concept of retirement. It's like so I can do other stuff. So, I happened to find an interesting article on my news feed yesterday about people needing to kind of get a reboot on life at some point, and things that are upsetting in your life that can disrupt your lifestyle. And that's like moving, death, change in jobs, but also change in socials. And I'm wondering if that's why I'm so determined to keep Star Trek Online around for a longer time than simply by letting Dika take it over and let it gracefully pass on, is because this is such a social atmosphere for me, and I think for other people too. Like-minded, yes, we are nerds to a huge extent. We love Star Trek. We may not all like the same Star Treks, but it's a place for us to get together and talk and visit. And if and when Star Trek Online finally goes away, which eventually it will do, it's going to be the end of something a lot of us have had as our biggest social outlet for decades.
Yep.
So for that reason, you should all contribute to the GoFundMe so we can buy Star Trek Online away from Embracer. What has come up in my feed here just now? That doesn't count. Things like retiring, Chris, or things like a social life? Or both? A reset, yeah. It's an interesting article. If I see it again, I'll send a copy of it to you. Hopefully it's not something that's limited by region. Well, what shall we do, folks? We could do a random, but that presents the possibility of ground. Chris says, I need to change my job because I feel it's mentally holding me down. Yeah, I agree. I'm at that point, though, in my life where do I really want to start another job? I actually do want to start a different job. A friend has been working for a company that I would love to join, but to take some of the jobs that are open would be a massive cut in pay, and I don't want to do that right now. And the advantages of working where I'm at is it's 5 minutes from where I live. It'll be 10 minutes from where I'm moving. This other job is 30 minutes away, which isn't horrible, but it's still 30 minutes away. But at the same time, changing to a new job always has a bit of excitement and challenge. And yes, you don't always have the perks of having been where you've been for the last 5 years. But there's a freshness that's invigorating. Maybe that's it. Maybe we all need some freshness in our life and possibility. And there's a Sob standing next to me. But she's got her back turned to me. Sob, I'm here. Love me, love me. You guys up for a random?
Sure, I'll come join you.
Chris, I'd love to work in video games. Writing stuff is great and I love brainstorming, but I can't because every position requires released AAA titles and resume experience in the role for minimum 2 years. Where do you get it then if you can't get a job in the role in the first place? Chris says, no random. Then pick one, Chris. No, that's an excellent point. So, Mar Hawkman, do you need to do Crystalline Catastrophe?
Yeah, my QA work is so out of date. It's probably able to drink now.
Well, that's a lot, Chris. You might have to freelance it to get the experience. As for releasing titles, it gets really challenging until you get on a team. So freelance to get the basic level, and then cross your fingers after that. So I applied for the position of community manager for DECA for Star Trek, which sounds very much like they're going to replace Kel at some point. Though I wonder if possibly they just had to do what a lot of companies do, which is put the position out there and then hire the current person into that position.
Right.
So, but they were very nice. I will say applying to DECA was an amazing experience. I've never had a company respond back when I submit the resume with, "Hey, we're flattered and honored that you approached us." And I'm like, holy crap. And I think, my resume was basically everything I do here, and Frost made it sound like I actually knew what I was doing. Frost writes a good resume. Okay, we are queued for Crystalline Catastrophe.
I was talking to Frost a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking, and I told him it's like, I was a criminal justice major, and he's like, that explains so much about you.
It kind of does, yeah.
He's like, I have watched you have a intelligent argument with somebody to the point that they look a fool, and you're there like, yeah, I got everything done.
Yeah, but you're so nice about it. Chris, I was thinking the same thing. The biggest thing I wanted to do, though, as community manager was to, if not be able to get more information from the community back to the game, at least let the community know they're being listened to. And this is not anything against Kel. I know he's doing this for a couple of different games. And it's very challenging to do that for even one game. But I think sometimes that the players don't feel they're being listened to. And so when we were on Saturday night and chatting about the possibility of taking over the game, everybody had things they wanted to say. And I think they feel like, nobody's listening. Or if they're listening, they just don't care.
A lot of people think that kill is like a magic key of you tell them and it gets done. It's like, no. Kill is, if anything, a liaison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the person out front who everybody yells at.
Yeah.
Somebody described it that way, and that's a really good explanation. My son wants to take a similar position for a different company, not related. Weewoo?
Weewoo?
Good morning, Pi. Thank you very much, and I'll send you that list. The box of the Eagle Mouse are right next to me. Yes, this room is down to 5 boxes of stuff, and then the bookshelves, and my ironing board that I've never opened.
And there's a few people who are harsh on Kale over spelling errors and stuff like that, and it's like, you do know he's really struggling with his ADHD, and
No, I didn't know he was. I've offered to proofread things for him free of charge, not even ask for favors or anything else, just do that, but anything I can do to help the game. And I genuinely like the guy too. He's been very good to our fleet. I did a little work on the fleet bank over the weekend, but not a lot. But hey, I'm finally getting around to doing fleet stuff again. So, out of curiosity, Id, what did you intend to use your criminal justice degree for? What were you going to do?
Was there a question directed at me? I couldn't
Yes.
hear the boom.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
You said you had your degree in criminal justice, correct?
Don't have my degree. Was going to college for.
Okay. What were you going to use it for? I mean, what were your plans?
Initially, I was looking at military
Oh,
because I was a criminal justice major, military science minor.
and obviously you did not do that.
No, I ended up falling and landing on my neck during summer camp at the Marine Military Academy.
Wow.
Like 6 weeks before I signed my paperwork,
Oh, jeez. Oh,
and they kind of went, "Yeah, there's nothing we can do. So, good luck."
jeez. Yeah. Well, I'm having my own little, not fight with the military, but my husband was entitled to benefits, or I'm entitled to benefits, because he died of something related to exposure to Agent Orange in Vietnam.
My mom's working on that as well.
Yeah, it's really been challenging. The guy who's my liaison with them is like, I had a guy apply in December and get approved in January. You applied in May, and it's now February, almost March. And they have the paperwork. They just haven't done anything with it.
Yeah.
And it's not a make or break.
There's if you served in Vietnam, you were exposed.
You were exposed, yeah. Yep. And they don't even
Is-
argue that point. I mean, it's straightforward. This is what he died from. This is one of the known things. It's a done deal. I wonder if they're thinking that I'm his age and therefore I'll probably die before they need to pay out the benefits. Hopefully that's not the case. Let's see. It is 1:45. We got time for at least one more. So Pi was doing the Save and Raid streamer marathon over the last weekend, which has been mentioned here with our bot. And I hope that next time they do it, they'll mention it again, so we can keep that going. It's one of the two organizations that we were supporting when Duffy passed away. And I think moving forward, we'll put that one back in for our next fundraiser. Thank you, Pi. But put it back in for the next time. Hey, and Pi, I don't know if you noticed, but we're 28 followers shy of our goal of 1,000. Courtesy of Augie, we had a huge improvement in that over the weekend after we put the GoFundMe information out there. Augie and a bunch of his friends came over and we got a lot of follows out of that, which is nice. Okay, I think we got time for at least one more. What shall we do? Can't do a random because there's that horrible chance we'll get ground, and Chris doesn't like ground. Guillotine. You good with guillotine?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can do advanced. Can we wait 3 minutes because we just went to a commercial?
Yeah, good.
Hey, Marhawken, it's just more ground for us later. So, let's see what I've got on this ship really quick here. Yeah, I had switched out a lot to put in some kinetic for one of my weekend endeavors. Let's see. I swear I had more stuff in there. Not sure how it got there, but okay, fine. Congrats, Pi. Their fundraiser got 25,000 raised. So I've been entertaining the possibility of, in September, doing a Star Trek online convention like we did during COVID. But if we're going to do that, I'm thinking maybe we do a fundraiser again for either Save.org, which is the group that Pi was doing this for. And what did we do for this? Doctors Without Borders was the other one. Yeah, Mar Hawkman, I love Ground too. I have nothing to raffle off. Pi, how did they promote it? I mean, how did they get to raise that much money? We were trying to raffle off the Eagle Moss stuff, and we did raise a couple $100 for that, which was nice. But $25,000 would be really nice. The convention here in Indianapolis, the big one, Gen Con? Yeah, Gen Con, doesn't do a fundraiser, but they do blood drives on site.
Oh, that's always a bad idea.
You would think, and yet it does pretty well. I mean, obviously, if you're not sober, you can't do it, but there's no alcohol available on site.
Yeah.
So people during the day tend to be very sober.
I come from anime conventions where they're basically eating nothing but ramen, drinking ramen and eating pocky, and it's like...
Poor judgment, yes. Okay, well, I guess I have some work to do, Pi, and create some social media buzz about this. I have to figure it all out first. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. All right, our community is back, and we were going to do Guillotine. We are still teamed here. Guillotine Advanced. All right, we're in Guillotine Advanced now. Let's see what happens. Oh, one thing we do need to start doing as soon as I get to the new place. French solution. Is that I want to start recording some gameplay for the Philadelphia convention.
Weeble?
1 second. Weewoo. I'd hit that link that Pi just sent, so.
I wanted to go to the convention, but it just really wasn't in the cards.
Yeah, I get that.
As it is from 13th to the 9th of March, my wife and daughter are going to be out of town.
Oh, where are they going?
California.
Oh, nice.
My wife is an educator that does TV, video, and film, and they have an event out there. And my daughter, even though she's junior high, is taking part in the class.
Oh, that's cool.
So they're all going out there.
I had to go look up who Ken Mitchell was. Because it's one of those things where I don't know the name, and then you see the picture, and it's like, oh, that's him.
He's like, if you don't know Doug Jones and you see him outside of makeup, it's like, who's he?
Yeah.
Or Armin Shimmerman, it's like, he looks familiar.
Yeah. Well, Max Grodenchik's another one.
Like when he was on Buffy as the principal, I was like, he looks familiar. And then he spoke, and I'm like,
I know who that is.
Oh.
Yeah. My husband would do that all the time. He'd be in the kitchen while I'd be watching something in the other room. And he'd go, is that so-and-so from such and such? I'm like, how the heck?
Before IMDb, my dad was convinced that Mimi Visitor was Didi Khan.
Why? Because of the voices?
No, because they look alike.
Oh, do they really? I mean, I know who Didi Khan is just because I'm that old.
Can't hear you over the pew pews.
Okay, I'll shut up for a while and just pew pew. My ship feels like it's not being very effective at the moment. Alright, where's the last one? Come out, there you are. There's a bit of debris over it. I'm going to 3.
I'm going to 3.
I'm going to 3. Unless you're going to 3, I'll go someplace else.
I'm going to 3.
Okay, I'm going to 2.
Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield down. Stitching anchor
This
deployed.
borked on us the other night again.
Shield down. Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield down.
Audio master volume.
Deployed.
Now I can hear you. I don't need audio to hear this, to play this.
I was just saying that this borked on us the other night. We were only able to get 5 out of 6 open.
Yep, I was there.
Oh, okay. It's been happening pretty rarely, but it does happen. Okay. One started. I can go start some of the other ones if you want to cover 2 a little bit. So I'll get these guys killed off first.
Projecting shield down.
I'm gonna head over to 4. Get that started.
Stitching anchor 5 is disabled. Redeploy it. Shield fully deployed. Stitching anchor 3.
We use rainbow.
Yeah.
Stitching anchor deployed.
5 needs to get restarted.
Projecting shield now. Abort assimilators. Attempt
2.
stop it if you can. Stitching anchor 1 shield is fully energized. Stitching anchor 5 restored. Projecting shield.
2 is rainbow. Going to 1. Nope, 1 is rainbow.
4, 5, and 6. We got 4 going.
Assimilator has been destroyed while attempting
Probably should start taking out some of the assimilators too.
So I'm at 6.
Stitching anchor 4 is disabled. Redeploy it, and we will
What the
begin
heck?
to shield it.
No, that's mine. My bad. That's weird. Let's try that again.
Reactivation of stitching anchor 4
Oops, wrong button.
The shield of stitching in
6 is Rainbow.
fully energized. A Borg assimilator has fled.
And 5.
Successful deployment of shield stitching in 5.
5 is Rainbow. Heading to 4. Beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid.
Borg assimilator was destroyed before it could escape.
Another simulator's done.
Observe. Something is disrupting the stitching network. The tactical cubes are the source of disruption. Destroy them both to stabilize the network.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Core shield failing. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing.
A Borg assimilator
Rockman
has
says,
failed.
yes, but what is a stitching network and why is its existence a good thing? This is an excellent question. It has not yet been properly answered. Or maybe it has been in the episode and I just kind of miffed through the dialogue. It was not my favorite episode. But currently I'm doing the Iconian arc, the Voth arc, the Solanae arc, on some of my newer tunes. I really just want to kill Cooper. He's just
Right.
so... Oh my god, the voice of fingernails on a chalkboard. Nothing comes up in the episode? Oh, good. Yes, Chris, but what is it? Why does it happen? Maybe it's kind of like that transporter thing that they used in the episode Gambit, where it looks like the ships are actually exploding, when in reality the, whatever these people are, the Ethereans are sucking the Borg cubes back to their own dimension so they can study their technology, preparatory to taking over the universe, rather.
Yeah, I don't trust them.
No, you shouldn't. They are evil. There's something wrong with them.
Is now operational.
And I don't believe Kumarki is PTSD. I think Kumarki has been suborned in some way or another by the Ethereans. Maybe she's a changeling Etherean. Something is up.
Our efforts were most satisfactory on this day.
Alright, I know that was fast, but I have got to go jump into the shower and then take the hellspawn out and then go to work because, work. So I'm going to kick everybody off the team here. I'm going to get the heck out of here. Alright, everybody, I'm on my way to work, so I would like everyone to have a wonderful day. Take care and stay moopsome.
Moopsy. Moopsy.